Hello and welcome to the Sins Review. I'm your host, Jackie Sins. So, you know holiday horror movies, particularly slashers, and also some taking place on specific dates. With the huge success of films such as these, other filmmakers were trying to cash in during this craze. And of course, Christmas was taken, and of course Halloween. So, what holiday would come next during the slasher craze of the early 80s? Why, Valentine's Day, of course.
It's a bad time, this time of year.
How many times is he gonna tell this story?
Oh, let him tell it. I love fairy tales.
This ain't no fairy tale, little girl. If you don't take it seriously, you're a fool!
My Bloody Valentine, released in 1981, was directed by George Michalka. It takes place in the fictional mining town of Valentine Bluffs. Haniger Mine is named after the family of the town's mayor, who I guess owns the mining company. The main production company was the Secret Film Company, and because the sole purpose of the company would be to make this Valentine's Day slasher, they think they would use the name of the actual movie. However, the founders didn't want, to use a working title because, they didn't want to give anything away, and, they didn't want anyone stealing the title. So, obviously they had to keep it secret, so hence the Secret Company. And like with Friday the 13th, it was distributed by Paramount Pictures. So let's get to the main cast of characters. The late Paul Kellman played Tom, aka TJ Haniger. Okay, I don't know if Tom was supposed to be his name in the original film, but whenever I looked up the cast on Google, it says the late Paul Kellman as Tom Haniger. Also, Neil Affleck, who played Axel, Google has it listed as Axel Palmer. And Laurie Hallier, who played Sarah, it's listed as Sarah Palmer. I think this is because the details got mixed up with the original My Bloody Valentine and the remake My Bloody Valentine 3D, which Axel was actually and Sarah were actually married. I don't remember it being mentioned in the original film that they were ever married, just that they're together. Oh, and there's a bit of drama and a love triangle going on because TJ and Sarah used to date before he, I guess, went to Hollywood. I remember folks in the movie saying that, he went to the West Coast to make a name for himself, but things didn't quite work out, so he returned to town to work in the mine with all the other men. Also, TJ and Axel were actually pretty good friends before all of this. Okay, so aside from all that drama, the main thing we need to worry about is the legend of the cursed town of Valentine Bluffs.
The night of the Valentine's Day dance at the Union Hall. The biggest event of the year. Everybody was there except for 7 miners who were out at the Haniger mine. Two supervisors were waiting for the men to come up. Anxious to get to the party, they left before the men were safely out, failing to check the methane gas levels in the tunnels down below. The 5 men were buried alive. For 6 weeks, we dug round the clock to try to save them. After we broke through, 1 man was found alive.
So Harry Warden gets revenge on those negligent supervisors, and as the legend goes, he warns the people not to hold another Valentine's Day dance or there will be hell to pay. But this is a slasher. And do the people listen? Of course not. Even when someone they know personally gets very brutally murdered, they say, fuck it, let's have a party. So the original My Bloody Valentine is a great slasher. Now, I want to be clear, I'm talking about the extended cut that has all the on-screen kills in it that didn't make it in the theatrical cut because the MPAA, and you guys know that. And speaking of the kills, this is My Bloody Valentine, so of course it's got all the blood and guts and the effects team did a really good job with these kills. In fact, I'd say they're very much an improvement from the original Friday the 13th. Now, I still love that movie, and I love this one as well as other slashers. Aside from the gore, there is really a very creepy atmosphere in this small mining town setting. The killer with the mining outfit as well as the gas mask is also very creepy. The setting and actors who are not like the typical ones we would have seen in big Hollywood productions make the film seem more genuine and humble, and also kind of gives the film a sense of relatability. I also really like the song at the end credits.
Once upon a time, on a sad Valentine, in a place known as Hanniger Mine, a legend began. Every woman and man would always remember the time.
I give the original My Bloody Valentine full sins. This has been the Sins Review. I'm Jackie Sins. Be my Bloody Valentine.